The New Orleans fist fight between Christy and Leslie. What do you get when you put dance moms, alcohol, and a trip to New Orleans together? In the case of Christy and Leslie, you get a full-on fist fight for the ages. While there's a whole lot of fighting that goes on throughout the show, there are just some fights that stand out more than others, and this is certainly one of them. Apparently, both Christy and Leslie had been drinking all day prior to the fight breaking out, so you can only imagine just what kind of craziness came out between the two of them. The girl in a plastic bubble routine. There have been some pretty controversial dances and costumes throughout Dance Mom's history, but the girl in a plastic bubble routine is certainly one of the strangest. Apparently, the routine was actually potentially life-threatening for JoJo, as she didn't have enough oxygen in the bubble. And it's not like she was just sitting there either. She was actually performing inside the bubble. Inspired by a movie about a boy in a plastic bubble, the point of the routine was to make it look like JoJo is running out of air. While she's a good actress, the situation really was pretty dangerous. In fact, the zipper on the bubble got stuck, leaving JoJo with very little oxygen before they were able to get her out. JoJo has actually commented about the performance herself in a video titled How I Almost Died, which has reached over 5 million views on her YouTube channel. She said the producers told her she could only be in there for 5 minutes, so realizing that she might be stuck was a pretty terrifying moment when Kelly slapped Abby. In a fight that resulted in 2 lawsuits, Kelly Hyland went off on Abby during season 4 of the show, when Abby went to replace Brooke and Paige in a group dance. After Kelly said that Brooke and Paige would be leaving, Abby continued to ask Brooke if her mother was speaking for her, which only made an already agitated Kelly even angrier. The fight escalated as Kelly told the other newer moms that Abby was a bully for a teacher. The moms tried to convince Kelly to let Brooke and Paige stay, but it's clear that she's absolutely had it with Abby. It almost seems like if they had all just let her leave, those 2 lawsuits could have been avoided. But things took a turn for the crazy, as they always do, when Abby called Kelly a dingbat and started to raise her voice. As the fight got more aggressive, Kelly actually slapped Abby Lee and pulled her hair. That's when things took a turn for the worst. The dancers were pulled from the room by the other mothers and can even be seen crying. As far as Dance Moms fights go, this one certainly goes down in history. The water fight between Abby, Kathy, and the Dance Moms. In yet another unforgettable Dance Moms fight, Season 3, Episode 7, Rotten to the Core, sees rival Kathy coming to the ALCD dressing room to gloat in front of Abby. She comes on pretty aggressive, and things get pretty intense very quickly. Kathy claims that the boys have Abby rattled, and when Abby says it's simply because the boys are obnoxious, Kathy throws it right back in her face with the fact that the Dance Moms can be pretty obnoxious too. And the thing is, this whole fight probably could have been avoided if Kathy would have just left Abby alone. She follows her to the dressing room, and even the other Dance Moms warn her to leave, but it's too late. Abby throws her water at Kathy, who then retaliates by hitting her with her purse. Kathy turns to leave, but she's made the mistake of angering the whole Dance Mom swarm. And so, the water fight continues until producers literally have to pull Kathy out of the room. When Abby compared Maddie and Chloe by giving them the same solo and outfit. Yet again, one of the craziest storylines throughout Dance Moms is the whole rivalry between Chloe and Maddie, who at one point really were friends. The rivalry was only made worse when, in an attempt to actually prove that Maddie was the better dancer, Abby went ahead and gave both her and Chloe the very same dance routine and costumes for the same competition. Of course, Abby was surprised by the fact that when all was said and done, the judges awarded Chloe more points for the routine. But Abby wasn't going to let that slide. Instead of being excited for Chloe and congratulating her, she believed that the judges had actually done something wrong, and so she literally went back and had them change the scores so that Maddie came out on top. Ouch! That's definitely gotta be rough for Chloe, and it's no wonder that their relationship fell on such strain towards the end of their time on the show. This only continued the rivalry between their mothers too, who absolutely ended up fighting it out over the whole thing as well. What are your thoughts on these top 10 Dance Moms moments? Was your favorite one listed? Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below.